Hi, this is my bathroom and I'm making a short video on how I wash my face. That's really wanky sounding, but this is my second attempt. The first one was 20 minutes long, so instead of doing it at the end of the day, I thought I'd do it this morning. In the morning, I normally do a much lighter version of this, but I thought I'd do the whole thing, and at least you can see what I do without it taking as long as it would if I was taking off all of the makeup I trowel on. So I'm going to put what I use underneath, again to save time. First of all, I did the double cleanse method. I think this has made a big difference to things like blocked pores on my skin. I think that's because I've started using SPF, and that really seemed to clog my pores unless I took it off completely. Same with makeup. So I use quite a cheap cleanser for this, and this cleanse is really just to try and get as much crap off my face as possible. I like using muslins because I find flannels too harsh on my skin. I use a running tap and just wet a flannel and then wipe. I usually do my eyes first. If I have mascara on, which is mostly, I use a slightly different technique. I just put one finger like that underneath my eyelashes, and with the other I just pull down. I find this removes most of my mascara, which is normally the Double Wear, Estee Lauder Double Wear, so it's a tubing mascara and it just seems to come off nicely without me rubbing my eyes too much, because they are really sensitive and I try and keep that to a minimum. So after my first cleanse, I pat my skin dry. Patting, not rubbing. This might be really obvious to people, but it took me about 20 years to work, more than that, 30 years to work out that I should pat and not rub my face. For my second cleanse, I normally use a thicker cream. I like Clarins. This is the Pure Melt Cleansing Gel, but I need something that I can really rub in, and it has to have a oil base somewhere. So I've got it on both my hands and I just dab on under my neck. Now, smooth on the whole round, all of my face, so that it's covered. I'm not rubbing on my skin. It's really important. I find my skin gets so sensitive that if I rub too much, it gets very angry. You'll see that I get redder anyway, and my eyes sort of get more colour on them, and I just try and minimise that really. First of all, I do an eye massage. I just go round here like this and just in circles. It's very relaxing, and you do that for as long as you like. I tend to do it for quite a while because I find it really very soothing. I go underneath my neck like this, and I'm pushing fairly hard on my skin here. You can hear it on my throat. I believe that this is making this bit of my chin a little bit less wobbly, but this could be a total delusion. I try and do what French women say when it comes to my face, and certainly it seems to have paid off this last year or so. So after I do that for a bit, again, quite good, you get your hands in a claw almost and just push. Again, I think this seems to tone this bit, and I swear I've got better cheekbones since I started doing this whole routine. And forehead, I'm never really going to get rid of these lines, but again, nice circles, pushing the oil into the skin and around, just making sure that those muscles work and that your skin is getting some of that. And then push on your whole hand up from here, through and up. And it feels really nice on your skin. It both moisturises in the cleanser, and it seems to move your skin nicely and just keep it a bit tense. Then I take my cloth. I use running water. I don't like the thought of putting all that. I just keep dipping it into where it's so dirty. This is actually a clean cloth. I'm not that great about washing them. I tend to use them for about 2 days and then change. And again, pushing off. First just wipe the excess off, and then I'm going to use the cloth as a bit of exfoliation. Again, really important on your nose. Up here I get a lot of, it gets sort of oily and weird on my forehead. I get scaly patches on my cheeks, so I find that just having these little motions helps to get rid of anything, and on my nose. Around my mouth and on my chin I get little spots and blocked pores if I'm not careful. And don't forget to just wipe up underneath. I never ever go downwards on my neck. I feel gravity's doing that for me. Okay, great. So that is all nice and washed. Final one, nice and hot, just all over. Push it on your face. Release any of the last bits. And again, dab with the towel. I feel like my face is almost too unprotected now, so quite quickly I put on eye cream first. I use Ren, I'll put details down below. Dot, dot, round. Really light. Try to be on the bone, on your bones almost, rather than the soft bit of your skin. If you feel you need it more, just dab it in, but you know, try and leave your eyes alone as much as possible. Because of the eye makeup, I tend to, in my cleansing bit, faff around with them quite a lot, so I would try and be nice and gentle on them. Next serum, Clarins again. I use quite a lot of this serum. I find I need it. Smooth it on. Using similar motions actually from your massage. If it's at night, I sometimes use an oil. In the winter, every night. And now and in the summer, not so much. I also use the exfoliant, Clarins exfoliator, but not that often because I find it makes my skin feel tight and weird, so I don't do that. Finally, depending on how my skin feels, use a bit of moisturiser. In the night, I tend to use a mask. In the day, I like this Clarins Gel Quench thing. It depends quite a lot on what the weather's doing. If the weather is bad, then obviously I tend to use a much more emollient moisturiser. So again, I put it first on my cheeks because that's where I get really dry and scaly here, and then I've got enough on my hands just to smooth around the rest of me, avoiding the eye area because that's nicely moisturised by my gel. And that's it. Yay, I've under 10 minutes. I do that in the evening. In the morning I don't do a double cleanse, but I do a single cleanse. And now I'm ready to put SPF on and whatever makeup I want. As you can see, my skin is it's a bit flushed, it's a bit red. It kind of knows that it's had stuff done to it, but before I started this routine it could get quite angry with me. And this just seems to keep it all looking nice. Alright, thanks very much, and if you're still with me, you're as mad as I am and watch lots of people cleaning their face. Alright, thanks very much. Bye.